Ah, oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Heary. What is up, guys? It's Sinatra here, and we're back with another video on the channel. Hope you all guys are having a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week. But we're gonna start it off, shall we, with Liverpool versus Manchester United. This game is more like a baby alligator taking on a freaking big white shark. It was a non-contest. Now, Liverpool blitzed Manchester United in what was an absolute spanking, an absolute destruction of Man United. Liverpool were flawless. 36 shots, more shots than Man United. Man United, to be honest, Liverpool had more shots on target than Manchester United. That's how dominant Liverpool were. The first 40 minutes, Liverpool were all over them. Man United didn't even know what to fucking do. May know what day it was, because they were just, there was headlights. They were literally dazed at times. But give credit Liverpool, they scored the first goal thanks to an absolutely delicious, amazing, phenomenal pass from Fabinho, who has really struggled at Liverpool this season, but he puts in an unbelievable. It was like Iniesta or Xavi. If one of them two did, we both say his best assist of all time. Phenomenal ball. Manny had the composure, had the touch, had the finish. He had everything. Puts in the net 1-0. And then Man United got a goal back thanks to one of the most has to go down as one of the flops of the season and one of the most catastrophic errors of the season from Alisson, who, let's not forget, did an error at the start of the season against Leicester City. We all thought, okay, he's redeemed himself. He's looked. Everybody said, is he the best goalkeeper in the Premier League? Also in the world.
Are you serious?
Thought we thought it was going to be better than that. Well, he's not ready. He's there, but he's not just there. Like he's getting closer. Still a little bit to do. And he dropped it, and then Jesse Lingard right place, right time, scores the goal. And to be honest, that's the only good thing Man United did was score a goal by default, pretty much. Score an error goal. We're supposed to be honest, if they didn't make the error goal, Liverpool, they wouldn't have scored anything today, Man United. Liverpool got the second goal thanks to Shaqiri, who changed the game when he came on the pitch. Two fantastic strikes. Yes, they were deflected. Yes, it was terrible defending. Yes, the goalkeeper should have done better. But to be perfectly honest, it was two world-class finishes it was two phenomenal goals from Shaqiri. Now, I've given this man a lot of stick, a lot of mainly at the World Cup, and also definitely at Stoke City. Where has he been? This is the man who was at Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, and flopped. This is a man at Stoke City, and Stoke City fans said he's just he's just one of those type of players that turns up in big moments. Now, this is a big moment, which he turned up. So we'll wait and see if he can do that for consistency, Shaqiri. But to be honest, since he's been at Liverpool, he's been excellent. He's put in really good performances. Maybe he needs to play with better players, and maybe just feels like this is where I belong. And I think at Stoke, he just felt, you know what, I'm the best player, I can do what I want, sort of thing. So you could say he's got a little bit of arrogance, or a chip on his shoulder that he wants to go out and perform. So like I said, Liverpool were excellent. I thought Fabinho, I know Shaqiri got man of the match for 2 goals, but I thought Fabinho was the man of the match. He was excellent. He was an enforcer. He was an enforcer in that midfield. Man United couldn't deal with him, couldn't deal with the midfield battle. The midfield battle wasn't a midfield battle, it was an absolute destruction in that midfield. Great win for Liverpool, puts them back to the top of the Premier League. Man United are a catastrophic joke right now. This is the biggest game of their season, and you go into this game with down to just beyond belief. You don't show any desire, you don't show any heart, you don't care. You look like a bunch of wannabes who don't even know what they're doing. Now, I get, I've given Mourinho a lot of stick this season, and I think he hasn't covered himself in glory. But these players are not playing for the manager. They don't even look like they're playing for the manager. You want to talk about players playing for the manager? Go and watch other teams in the Premier League. Look at Cardiff, look at Newcastle, you look at Southampton, many other teams. They show it. They've done fuck all this season, Man United. And to be honest, them players should be looking at a mirror and figure out what they actually are. Mourinho might be sacked. He might be sacked before this video even comes out. He is. I think he's got. I don't see him being there next season. I said at the start of the year he'd be lucky to be manager of Manchester United come 2019. I think he should be out the door. I also think there's going to be a lot of changes at Manchester United, and the board have to take the biggest hit and blame, take the biggest pill as well, because they appointed these two managers. They appointed Louis van Gaal, didn't work. Appointed Mourinho. So far, it hasn't worked. They're nowhere near the title. They're closer to the teams behind them in terms of Wolves, Everton, Leicester, and those teams than they are to the top freaking four and the top teams in the Premier League in Europe. They're nowhere near it. They are going way back. It is scary to watch, to be honest. So Man United fans need to take a big look at themselves, because this team is nowhere near good enough. Forget leagues, forget Champions Leagues. They're nowhere near good enough to finish above Everton, above Watford, above Bournemouth, above all those teams, because they're a disgrace. I'd be shocked if Mourinho is still the manager, to be honest, before Christmas. I don't think, I just don't see it happening. It's all falling apart, and it needs a massive change, big time. Man United right now are a bang average top 10 team. Now I'm not going to start with the whole Pogba situation. I'm done talking about Pogba. I'm done talking about the whole thing. It's all right. He might go to Juventus, might not. Inter Milan looking Mourinho. I don't care anymore. They need a revolutionary change. Now we're heading to Spain, and it is Valladolid against Atletico Madrid. This game was a cracking game. Atletico Madrid, like I said, they've always so far won by the old scruffy one. The old scruffy 1-0. Well, they won this game by another scruffy goal. But it was an outstanding game. Atletico Madrid in the first half scored 2 goals. One of them was a penalty, thanks to VAR. Right decision, even though it took them a couple of seconds to actually get the decision right. But it was the right decision. Then I feel like when Atletico Madrid were 2-0, Valladolid sort of felt free. Felt like, you know what, let's go at them. And from 2 corners, they scored 2 goals. Yes, you could say it was bad marking from Atletico Madrid, but it's a fantastic sort of get back into the game for Valladolid. And obviously Griezmann, who has been hit and missed this season, is an understatement. He was excellent in this game. He scored 2 very good goals. He could have even got a hat-trick, to be honest, but the second goal was a quality goal from him, and the third goal for Atletico Madrid. I mean, it was a nice little pass back from Diego Dean into him, but the finish from Griezmann is absolutely flawless. No other player, probably any of the top players in world football, can score that type of goal. The angle and for sort of little space he's got to actually use. Phenomenal goal. He looks like he's back to his best again, Griezmann. In a big win against a Valladolid side. That's not an easy place to go this season. Barcelona went there and they just won 1-0. Real Madrid, I think, played Valladolid and got beat this season. So that's a very good win for Atletico Madrid in their fight for the title this season. Valladolid, I think that still puts them, I know it's a defeat, but a top 10 finish for you guys is a very good, respectable position this season for just being promoted. Now head to France, where it's been all about strikes and more strikes because of the farmers' strike due to something going on, a lot of postponements, and the league ain't happy about that, so wait to see how that goes. But the only big game this weekend, only match that I actually did play, was Lyon against Monaco, and this match, it was really hard to watch, you could say. Now Lyon won this game 3-0. To be honest, it could have been any scoreline. Lyon wiped the floor with Monaco. Monaco are in a whole heap of trouble.
That team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Now I've always thought, okay, Monaco, give Thierry Henry a couple of months to get this team organised, to get them motivated, to get them doing something. Right now they're in a relegation battle. Like it or not, I don't see them staying up right now. For the first time, I watched this game and I felt for Monaco. I really do. I really think they're going to go down because I look at their team. I mean, they're so bare of quality. They're so bare of talent. It's ridiculous. I understand they sold all the best players, but to be honest, when you rely on 16, 17, even a 15-year-old made his debut in this game, that's not really good enough. And when this team finished second in Liga, yes, I know they sold Martino, I know they sold Fabinho, I know they sold many other players in the summer, but that is still not good enough for Monaco. And it's crazy to say that I see them going to Ligue 2 next season. until they dramatically change something, they have a huge January transfer window coming up, because right now they are in a massive relegation battle, and they're going to be right through this whole relegation dogfight for the whole entire season until they dramatically change something. Now, I actually want to on the stage doing a fantastic job with probably the worst bunch of players I've ever seen in the history of Monaco. Now, people want to say this, that, and the other. Yes, 20 months ago they were in the Champions League semi-final. Yes, 20 months ago they were in the Liga. Forget that now, right? This is for today and now. Monaco are in a relegation battle, like it or not, and they need major investment in the giant transfer window. They need organised and need to come together, because right now they're all falling apart. Kjaer's back in the goals. He is going to. I mean, if Liverpool do get this man in the giant transfer window, Jesus, they're going to be a better team. But I'm a massive fan of this guy. He was excellent in this game. Mendy scored his first goal of the season, and Aloha, who I thought was the best player on the pitch in this game, scored the first goal. Fekir got the second goal, and Mendy got the third goal. And it could have been a 6, 7, or 8. It could have been any scoreline. Lyon could have won this game by a landslide if they wanted to, but they didn't. That win puts them up to third in the league. Monaco, second bottom. Only Gandalf have conceded more goals than them and have less points than them. Now head to Germany, and it's Dortmund against Werder Bremen. And Dortmund are now the winter champions of 2018-2019. Now, you don't know what that is. They do sort of like a massive Christmas break. They do a massive winter break for this. I think it's a 3-week or a 4-week break, because obviously they play 4 matches less than the other teams in Europe. And they're crowned the winter champions after a fantastic 2-1 win against a very difficult Werder Bremen side, who have definitely been excellent this season. They've sort of been floating around that sort of mid-table, sort of top, you could say, the Europa League spots, along with the likes of Hoffenheim and many other teams in that pot of teams fighting for Europe. But this is a fantastic win, and for me, one of the tips going down is one of the best set-piece goals I think I've seen this season. Cuadrado. He went to get, pretty much the free kick was taken. Everybody thought Royce was taking it because Cuadrado made the run. And then he came back, whipped the ball in, and a fantastic header from the Dortmund player, I forget who scored, was a really good header. A fantastic free kick, and Farfar obviously used that to his advantage. And then obviously they got the second goal thanks to Marco Reus, who's been fantastic this season and looks like to be getting better and better and better. They could have had 3 or 4 in the first half, Dortmund, like so Vitz had a chance, Sancho had a big chance, just hit the side netting. Werder Bremen did get a goal back. It was a fluky goal from Cruz, I think his name is, the Dortmund number 10, even though it hit off his weak foot, but it wasn't anyway. It's a very good goal, very good finish, fluky finish, but a decent finish. The Dortmund goalkeeper made some big saves at the end, and obviously Dortmund on the counter-attack at the end could have scored the third goal from Mario Götze, but was ruled out for offside, and it was the right decision. So Dortmund win this game 2-1. They are the winter champions, and they are 100% right now have a massive chance of lifting the Bundesliga title for the first time since Jurgen Klopp did it in 2012. Now head back to the Premier League, back to England, up to St Mary's. It's Southampton against Arsenal. And Southampton had everything was falling apart with them. They got rid of Mark Hughes. They brought in a new manager who nobody knew, apart from probably the people in Germany and myself, because I watched the Bundesliga. In Rafa Hasenhüttl, well, everybody knew who Rafa Hasenhüttl is after absolutely getting the biggest win of their season, and their first win at St Mary's since since the start of last season, you could say.
Whoa.
In a massive win, they won 3-2. It was an absolutely great game, but terrible game if you are ex-defenders watching. I was really impressed with Southampton. Now we all knew when Rafa Hasenhüttl was appointed, he will play. I said a couple weeks ago, he will play high pressing, intensity will go up through the roof, and the biggest one, this manager will work his ass off to get that team motivated every single game, and that's what he did in this game. He saw a weakness in Arsenal, and that was crosses and high intensity, something Arsenal have lacked for so long. Danny Ings was excellent, and I said he's going to be so vital for them to stay in the Premier League this season, Danny Ings, because he's the only one that can score the goals. He's the only one that's going to create. He's the only one that looks like he's going to create. They're a bang average Southampton. They're a bang average team Southampton. They've got no goals. They've got no creativity, apart from Danny Ings, maybe even Charlie Austin, but only Danny Ings. And he scored 2 fantastic headers in this game. Yes, the defending from Arsenal is a joke, and we get on to them in terms of defending later. But I was really impressed with Southampton. yes, I know Charlie Austin at the end scored the winning goal, even though the goalkeeper, I don't know what he's doing. But it's a fantastic header and a fantastic win and a huge win that takes them out of the bottom three, just above them on goal difference. And goal difference could be massive come the end of the season for Southampton. So that's a huge win for them. Arsenal, and that ends their sort of little mini run. They were on, they were 22 or 21. Don't know, somebody's keep tweeting me saying, oh, it was 21 or 22, whatever. Their 21/22 unbeaten run ends. And to be honest, it's a really good run they were on. Now, we all knew it was going to end sooner rather than later, because Arsenal were never going to go a whole season of this run just winning, drawing, not losing the game. The way Emery set his team up really confused me. They played three at the back, so okay, that's fine. But they had Granit Xhaka playing centre back, along with Martial Monreal. And at the end of the game, they went to four at the back, when Martin Niles was playing centre back, along with Koscielny, and Granit Xhaka was playing full back. Like, it just made. I was looking at my thinking, what was I seeing? I understand Arsenal had defenders. Socrates Papadopoulos I think, he was suspended. A couple of our players were injured and suspended. But I don't and we all know Arsenal had defensive problems. I'm not going to say Nuno Emery is a fraud. I don't think he is. I think he's doing an incredible job at Arsenal. This is the worst Arsenal defense I've ever seen. I think it's going to take a lot of transfer windows to get this defense up to scratch. I think they have a goalkeeper problem, to be honest, as well. I don't think Leno is a shot stopper. I don't think Leno is a good goalkeeper at catching the ball. Yes, he's good with his feet. I don't think he's the best at catching the ball. And also, I don't think he's the best shot stopper, which I think Cech is, but Peter Cech is not good with his feet. So Arsenal may have to go in the January transfer window, or maybe next summer, by a goalkeeper who can save and a goalkeeper who can actually do shot stopping all in one. I also think they need new centre backs. I think they need new full backs. But apart from the attacking mode, I think they're fine. They just need that defensive sorted if they have any chance of being contenders for anything in the future. I do think Nuno Emery is a great manager. He just needs at least a season or two to get this team to where he wants it. And right now, that's not his team. That's Arsene Wenger's team, with a bit of sparkle of his team in it. Now heading back to Italy, and it is Roma against Genoa. Now Roma season can only be summed up in one word: inconsistent. Now I watched Roma this season, and in the Champions League they're through the last 16. But in the league they have been so bad. Like, they're so far off the top 4, they're so far off the top 6 teams. It's ridiculous. And in this game, they came back twice from losing, and they won this game thanks to a decision from the referee for Genoa. Even though Genoa should have been 3-2 up, because there was a penalty, but VAR somehow just didn't give it, and Roma scored the late winner. But Roma, I'm not convinced for them this season. I don't think they will finish in the top 4 Roma this year. I know they won this game. I'm not convinced that they will finish in the top 4. I think there's 4 better teams than them. You got Juventus, Napoli. I think Inter are a better team than them. I also think AC Milan are a better team than them. And I also think Lazio are a better team than them. I think them 5 are a bit ahead of Roma, who I think are probably going to finish 6th this season. Which goes to show they sold the legs of Alisson, they sold the legs of in Nainggolan. I think there are 2 massive players gone from that span of that team. Now Genoa, like, they're in the bottom, they're sort of fighting for relegation. They're scrapping for every single point. But Roma, they just won this game, but it just papers all the cracks. Massive pressures on that Roma manager, big time, and there's any speculation that he's going to be sacked very soon. Now heading back to Spain, and it's Levante against Barcelona, and Barcelona do it again. Messi scores and now a hat-trick again. What more can we say? This man is now his 49th career hat-trick. He is so good. He is so skillful. We're watching the greatest player probably ever kick a ball, and I'm still pissed off. This man was 5th best player in the fucking world. I know I keep saying that, but that is fucking bullshit.
You guys did this, you!
That's just complete and utter rubbish. This man's 5th. Come on, seriously? If Barcelona didn't have Lionel Messi, they would have won this game, and for speak me, they wouldn't have thrashed Espanyol last weekend. So no, they rely so much on this man. So phenomenal. I mean, Messi was excellent. Suarez also scored in this game, along with many others, but Messi was the starlet. Three fantastic goals in a thumping win, and this is a team last season Barcelona lost last year in a cracking 4-3 one. So this is not an easy place to go. Levante are having a really good season, and Barcelona just made them look ordinary. Like I said last weekend, Barcelona look like to be getting back to their fluent best again, and with Messi in the team, Dembele has been excellent. I'm really impressed with him this season. So they really are going, maybe just step the gear up that they always do, Barcelona, as we go into the second half of the season. So right now, Barcelona are still a team to beat and still the favourites to retain their La Liga title. Levante, you've had a great little purple patch. I still think a top 10 finish is a very good, respectable finish if you get this season for a team last year that were fighting in a relegation dogfight. And that just leaves the last game, which is Sampdoria against Parma. And Sampdoria won this game 2-0. This was like both teams sort of trying to break into that so-called top 6 elite. You probably say Sampdoria are the only side, probably bar Fiorentina, between them 3 teams who will break into that. Even Torino have had a really good season so far. But the man at the minute, Craig Urella, rolling back the years as he do, 35 years young and still playing absolutely flawless. He scored a fantastic goal in this game. That's his 6th goal in the space of a month. It's crazy to think that this guy he's at that age. Like, he reminds me so much of Del Piero. He only got better and better of age, and he reminds me so much of him. And I actually think, like I said, I think Italy need to get this man back in the Italian squad because he is the only Italian striker with a finish on him. Immobile is a very good player. I don't think Immobile is a great finisher, but he is 100% a quality finisher. He knows where the goal is. He knows the time and space to put the ball in the net. He scored the goal in this game. There's a very good win for Sampdoria. They're a very hard team to play against at home. Parma is sort of now, I think that's 2 defeats in a row now. I think they lost to AC Milan last weekend, so probably puts them back a pedal. But I think they have a really good young team, really good players in that team, and I think they're going to be fine this season. And I can see a top 10 finish for them this year. Sampdoria can easily get a Europa League spot. So guys, the end of the Football Impact for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to go down the street. If you see Jose Mourinho, go and tell him to fuck off and come back upstairs and click that notification bell. Anyway guys, that's the end of it all I've got for this one. Hope you are having a fantastic day. Please like, subscribe, the natural is out.